Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Kakadash. We give double honor to our apostles and other good millstone. Also say shalom to all the Akim and preachers of truth. And all true series, brother Talvin Kabar from the Jimmy's Miami. The Heralds of Yahushua 154 camp. Back with another field of the Spirit. Before I start, we want to touch upon the true names of His Father and His Son. Alright. I want to touch up true names of Heavenly Father and Son. Start with the Heavenly Father, what they so-called call as God. His true name is Yahweh. Which His name means He is, He exists. also want to touch up on name of His Son. Alright. Who they call Jesus Christ, or Jesus Christos in the Spanish, or Jesus Christ. And then Haitian Creole, his true name is Yahushua. Alright. Which His name means He saves, He delivers, we soon about recorded prophecy. Alright, once again, double honors to our apostle, other than Millstone. Though this video could be edifying, is another quick and transit video. Alright, I'll just meditate upon, why do we fight in this truth of ours? Everybody has their specific reasons, right, that we fight and keep pushing, or we start to the end. And everybody has their drive or their motive or their goal. Alright, but it all ends up leading to the things and treasures and things that are promised unto us. Alright, from the Lord Yahweh Shemashai. Alright, things that we are aware of from reading the scriptures as far as the good news and what comes regarding the kingdom. Alright, and these certain things keeps us pushing and keeps us keep that battery running, alright, till His coming. Okay. And because of that, alright, we're not afraid to put our lives on the line, or be persecuted, or be put to shame in this world, because we're seeking things that's way above this world's pay grade. Okay, people are set on these tangible things that are so-called worthy in this world, but really worthy and has true value is the things that's gonna come after this world. When the Lord establishes the kingdom upon earth, as the scriptures say, alright, as it in heaven, as it is gonna be on earth, in a sense. Alright, how certain things that are promised to us, like everlasting life. Alright, people for let me clear this up for the so-called Negroes, Latino Americans, also who descendants go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Alright, these certain promises are promised unto you. Alright, one of the things that, like I just said, everlasting life. Okay, that's one of the things that's gonna soon come in the kingdom, and it's one of the things that we fight for. Okay, it being able to live forever, not only just yourself, but your the people you say you love around you. Okay, being that you're gonna be able to enjoy them forever. Okay, this is one thing that we enjoy, because living this life, you see people that you love pass away and stuff like that. It brings a little sadness to you. But especially if you're in this truth, you may see certain things like that, family members or brothers that pass away within this walk. But what keeps us motivated and keeps us going, although seeing these things, is knowing that, hey, we gonna see them soon. Okay, we're gonna see them soon, and in the kingdom we're gonna be able to live forever. Okay, this is what keeps us motivated, and it keeps our heads up. And there's abundance of things. It's not only just that. This is just one of the things that came to my mind. All right, the scripture talks about it. It talks about we're not gonna cry no more sorrow. These are things, or fashion of the world. All right, cry, sorrow, death, all right, pain, and stuff like that. Because why? Primarily, the reason why is because we're subject to the flesh, we're subject to sin. The Lord is punishing us. We're still under the hands of our enemies. All these things are the reason behind these certain feelings and these, conditions. All right, and that's going to be no more. All right. For example, Revelation 21. All right, you read the first 4 verses. It goes to how, starting with that new rulership. All right, there's certain things that are going to be put away. Okay, death, the scripture talk about how death shall no more have that sting, referencing, I think it's what, 1 Corinthians? I think 1 Corinthians chapter 15, if I'm not mistaken. Goes into how Yahushua was the first one to overcome death, and how it's going to be the same thing for Israel, in a sense, starting with the elect on down. Okay, these things are part of the treasures, which the scriptures go into how the mindset you're supposed to have, and how you're supposed to conduct yourself, and how you're supposed to lay your mind or heart and treasure upon things above. Not things upon the earth, where what's going to say moth and rust do corrupt. All these tangible things are soon going to be put to naught. It's not compared to what the Lord has stored for us in the future. The Lord said, Yahushua, Big Bro said himself, in my father's house is many mansions. I go to prepare a place for you. Big Bro is preparing a place for us right now. Not only that, he's praying for us. Although we went through this fight, he's praying for us so we can receive those treasures. Right? We're going to see these treasures first going out. We're going to receive the crown. That my good and faithful servant. Okay, that crowning ceremony. We're going to go through certain things. These things are beautiful, and these things are what keeps us going. And also too, knowing not only just, but it is still part of the good news, knowing that this place is going to get destroyed. Because this is places where we are here in a sense for judgment and subjection under our enemies. So that's good news in itself, seeing the downfall of our enemies. Okay, so I'll keep it as like that. But going back to the kingdom. We're not gonna get sick. We don't have body infirmities. Okay, we don't have to have the constant that thought of doubt. Okay. Had a constant thought of, am I doing this right, or did I fuck up on the Sabbath, or things that we constantly trouble ourselves with. Do I have enough money to pay my bills? People can't, the commentary can't fathom that. Because the Lord ultimately didn't open their eyes. Scripture say, "Blessed are your eyes to see." That only don't just go for being able to see the prophecies, seeing these certain things as far as breakdowns and seeing things that's happening within our faces and news and stuff like that. Also goes to being able to see the kingdom. Blessed are their eyes to see, because we're able to see. Far out. What's that term called? Nearsighted. I think it's nearsighted, or there's a term for people that can't see things, that's like see things. No, is it nearsighted? No, it's not nearsighted. It's people that really can't see far. I forgot the term, Slaki, but it's a term for people that can't really see far. Jay can't see far. Jay can't see past what the world has in front of them like this. Okay, we're able to see past the blinds in a sense. Okay, we could picture, to the best of our ability. We try to picture certain things that we're gonna do in the kingdom, and how we're gonna live, and how we, fantasize about certain things, because that's what keeps us going. You start thinking like, damn, I'm gonna be flying in my chariot, things like that. No, Jake don't see that. Jake could just see bad bitches. Jake could just see bad bitches, fast car, easy money. That's all Jake see. Big car, big B&B. And, I'm from Miami, so I'm seeing, before the truth, I grew up in that last time. And Jake, idolized these certain things. Jake idolized, these certain things as accomplishments in life. Okay, and man, you gotta understand, it's more than life, man. Lord originally created us to enjoy the earth. Okay, to live and actually enjoy His creation. Jake can't see that. We're gonna be in the kingdom, be able to explore the earth. Think about that. We're gonna be able to get deep down in the nitty-gritty of how the Lord created this thing. Things like that. You gotta understand that. You gotta think abroad. Okay, you can be able to have spiritual power. Okay, Scripture talking about spiritual power. How we gonna get it in these last days? You think we not gonna have spiritual power in the kingdom? Jake loves superpowers. Jake loves these movies with Superman and all these other so-called superheroes. Where do you think they get inspiration from? From the scriptures. And these things were things that's not new. Our forefathers had spiritual powers in a sense. Okay? It's like yeah, state trooper. You're not gonna be able to worry about fucking polices in the fucking kingdom, man. Alright, these demon ass pigs. You know what I'm saying? People, they love their earth they love this world and the fashion of the world so much, but they're not able to see. Alright, what's coming soon. But Slocky, I got a little bit off the topic, but let's go back to the topic. How these certain treasures keep us going. All right, and that's what we do. We set our heart and mind, which heart goes into mind. We keep our mind fashioned and steady upon what's soon to come, and also too knowing and having the understanding that all right, this place is going to come to naught soon. Keeps us grounded, right? Which Lord willing, may the Lord keep us in the spirit to starve unto death and stay upon His truth. Okay, knowing the end all be all for this world. Okay, this fashion, especially America, is going to be wiped out from the face of the earth and not be able to dwell in, ever. Okay, it's going to talk about how only certain beasts, there's like beasts, cormorant, certain beasts like that are going to be dwelling here. All right, that's how bad it's going to be upon the destruction. So the only place is to what? All right, the only place to really keep your mind on is the kingdom. Because it says, seek ye first the kingdom most high, and all these things shall be added unto you. All right, you want to have multiple women? That's the kingdom, bro. Okay, before you even keep, when the Lord talk about Isaiah 4:1, okay, get that through your mind. Jake love women. We love women. The Lord made our women so beautiful. Or He made it in the fashion that we know we gonna love them. Okay, the Lord know how we like our women. We got different varieties, all shapes and colors and shit. Red bones, they all talk about that red bone, bitch. You got a red bone, or you got a nice chocolate, dark chocolate. You know how JB, long hair, natural hair. You know how JB talking. Alright, and not only that, you're gonna have multiple. Something should drive you. Something from, some of these promises and these things from the good news should drive you to keep enduring. Alright? Ain't nothing in this world, alright, should have you, held down. Okay? But then again, only the elect is gonna understand that. Alright, the elect is gonna have that mindset to follow these certain things and ultimately follow Yahushua. Okay, you read Revelation 14, it said this will follow the Lamb wherever so if you go with the Lamb, then the elect understand, hey, my big brother Yahushua got these certain promises for me. He's gonna do me right. He said, hey, we're gonna rule these nations with a rod of iron. That's another thing. That's another part of the treasures. Ruling over these nations, man. Alright. Esau rule over us right now. He has slaves, we his slaves. We keep his economy running. We keep his machines and things going. Alright, we keep his business running. You think we not have Esau under subjection in the kingdom? Alright, you say you so-called hate the white man, how he treats our people, but you out here protesting, that's not gonna do shit. Alright, you lock in with the scriptures and understand that, hey, the Lord is gonna avenge us, one, and also two, He's gonna have us to rule over our enemies forever. So okay, this sounds good to me. Oh, this sounds like good news to me. Let me get right with the Lord. Okay, let me fight that good fight of faith, as you say. Fight that good fight of faith so I can fall under that line. Alright, so we could be them officers in a sense in the kingdom where we ruling over these nations. Making sure they taking heed to the ways of Yahweh Shemashah and, abiding of the law of the land is, that term they like to say, the law of the land. The Constitution is the law of the land. Nah, man. Bullshit. But statute commandments, will be a law of the world and the universe. Okay? And, going back to all this, Yahushua promises that we're going to rule these nations in the rod of iron. We're going to rule over these nations. They're going to bring their abundance unto us. It's just how we're going to suck the breasts of the Gentiles or suck the milk of the Gentiles. In a sense, we're just referencing how, all right, we're going to have their abundance. They're going to bring certain things to us, the good, their best of their goods. All right, and which, we're going to throw a blessing upon them. All right, we're going to say, let the rain come your way. All right, so a famine don't come. All right, we won't have that type of power. We're going to have spiritual power, and we're going to have power over these nations. That's what keeps us going. Right now, we got to go to work. We We got the alarm. We got to clock in for Esau. We got to pay Esau taxes. Okay, we got to abide by his rules. We, move. We got to move in a tight way. Like move in a certain line. Okay, you can't really step out of line, in a sense. Okay, which then again, we're prophets, so we prophesy against his kingdom. Against his rulership, against his kingdom, because we want something better. All right, we don't want to be under wickedness forever. All right, Scripture says, set your face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it. I think that's Ezekiel chapter 35. Okay, and which we do. If you say you want the kingdom and you want to rule over these nations, it starts right now too. Okay, I love the Lord. If you love the Lord, you're gonna do what you just asked him for. All right, you want so-called, because I want to go to heaven. Okay, do what you gotta do. Okay, but like I was saying, these certain things that drives us is like a constant fuel. I read like a car that never stops when willing. Got that constant fuel, the constant maintenance, making sure we're on point. Sometimes the car may break down a little bit, but we take it to the shop, get it fixed up. Same thing like through the truth. All right. The goal is to keep the car running, all right, so we can reach that destination. And that destination is those chariots. All right, that destination is those chariots. All right, to be saved from the said destruction. Okay, this fucking truck, man. There ain't gonna be no fucking traffic in the kingdom. Hey, man, there ain't gonna be no fucking traffic, man. We in Miami, fucking for 5 miles, it takes me damn near almost 30 minutes at a certain time of the day, or even almost all day. What? Oh, man. God, we gonna be flying. We can get no chariots, man. So, it was a little, interactive video. Low willing this video is edifying. Let's keep it going. Alright, we almost out of here. Prophecy, World War 3 at the corner. Ammo TV at the corner. Dollar Collapse at the corner. Right around the corner, I mean to say. Low willing this is edifying. Give all praise to Yahweh, Bahashim, Shai, Bahashim, Kakadash. Don't want to start apostles, Elsewhere, Millstone. Also, Shalom to other African out there. Appreciate the truth. Not true city. I put down. Why Shalom? We almost out of this motherfucker.